Sometimes, man, in a good groove, you find yourself complaining and whining to yourself all over the place. And sometimes I like to be all over the place. Run this shit through like Johnny. If you're happy, then be with him. Go ahead, mommy, be with him. Go ahead, mommy, be with him. Go ahead, mommy, be with him. Say it.
Shut down. Hey.
Guess I'm drinking too much. Reaching out to your mind, then I grab your hand. Do you truly understand how to treat a man? You can chill, pillow talk, do whatever you like. When you step out, baby girl, you clean up nice. Making love to your mind as we talk on the phone. I explain it to your mind. I can't be alone. Sweeter than a love song on a notebook movie. Not the quote Austin Powers. Baby girl, you see, you made me believe again. If you happy, then be with him. Go ahead, mom, be with him. Here's my plight, be the love of my life. But I'm lying, here's my plight, be the love of my life. Now, back it on up like a U-Haul truck. Red wine kind of bars with your ass in my club. I can't get enough, you're so divine. With you on my side, mom, the world is mine. We can chill till the talk with the red wine vibe. Don't know where I'm going, but you're making me rhyme. Making love to your mind as we talk on the phone. I explain to your mind, I can't be alone. Making love to your mind as we talk on the phone. I explain to your mind, I can't be alone. You made me believe again. If you're happy, then be with him. Go ahead, mommy, be with him. Go ahead, mommy, be with him. Go ahead, mommy, be with him. Red wine vibes is I'm in my zone. Red wine vibes is I'm in my zone. Okay. Red wine vibes is I'm in my zone. Okay. Red wine vibes is I'm in my zone. Red wine vibes is I'm in my zone. Red wine vibes is I'm in my zone. Red wine vibes when I'm in my zone. Red wine vibes when I'm in my zone.
Weed and wine and weed, adding you, that's all I need. I've been around the world, been in a lot of girls, and I never seen nothing like you before. I know how it goes, I'm just trying to get chose. You the thorn and the rose, the whole treasure trove. Yeah, you coming with me, from the minor to the pro. That pretty red hair and the sweetest Marianne, who dare compare with skin so fair. I'm addicted, so conflicted, so love, please don't make me miss. I can kiss it, baby, if you wish. All the way from your lips to your hips. My every command is your very wish. Forever my lady and never a bitch. Forever my lady and never a bitch. Red wine vibe and I'm in my zone. Red wine vibe and I'm in my zone. Red wine vibe and I'm in my zone. Red wine vibe and I'm in my zone.
Taking hits. Taking hits. MEGNT is everything. Get 80 proofs relentless. Science, violence, physics. Barriers closed, which door to kick? Rider music, it's not a myth. Ungrateful women really make me sick. I let you talk that nonsense. It's my turn. Taylor Swift without the Kanye. No confusion, being laughing stock. And Hughes me. For cheddar, I am a nuisance. Revolutionary took your music. Just a different set with some different bets. Different product, but same content. I took a hit in Asia. Do the messed up communications. What Yola said, my body had. We sipping wine and breaking bread. Put a rocket through a cow's head. Trying to stop me from getting fed. It's 80 proof, the nobleman. My type, guess who's winning? Local dudes with local minds would never be competition. Fuck you in the pot you pissing. You dish wrong, get pissed on. The way you trying to ride in would permanently be postponed. I'm a rolling stone, yeah, my son is home. Like life is complicated.
right, world, what's going on? On Air Don't Care. I am Blue Label Johnny, and I sit here alone. It's been a long time since I've sat here, and I never thought I would have to sit in this chair by myself. So I've been trying to do this for a couple of times. Many people may not even know if they don't know us personally. I probably did a bad job of alerting the world or telling the world, but my friend passed away a couple of months ago, Mr. 80 Proof Rider. But I know that he wouldn't want me to stop, so I'm not going to. I'm gonna do it by myself. I mean, I think he would want me to find someone to occupy the spot. So, I mean, I'm gonna keep going, but until I find that person, I'm gonna do it by myself. So, I mean, like, if, there's somebody you think you can, or you think you got the moxie. I mean, there's only one 80 Proof Rider in the world. I think everybody knows that. There's only one 80 Proof Rider in the world. But if you think you got the moxie to fill them shoes, like, holla at me and we see what's up. But till I find that person, I'm gonna continue on. But anyway, maybe anyone that's clicking on and this spot right here is unoccupied. It's not. He ain't go to the bathroom. He ain't drink too much wine. He ain't drunk. My brother will never occupy this spot again. So I just wanted to just let that be known up front. But so I wanted to, on this episode, speak to the loss of this man. I mean, I think, cause since losing him, I've gone back and watched a bunch of these episodes, and I have to imagine that there are some people that only know him from this show, and so I feel like that something, people may had to me let known about this, and to have some words, for me to speak on his behalf since he ain't here. I mean, I feel like anybody would, I don't think it's too much to argue that I knew him better than anybody else. I don't think that's news to anyone, and we would know. I can't tell him that I knew him 100%, because that man was a walking contradiction, and you can only know a walking contradiction as far as you can throw him, and I don't think too many people could throw that fat motherfucker too far. So I definitely didn't know him. Didn't know that man had many layers. But so I figure a good way to start is speaking on how I met Mr. 80 Proof Rider. So we have been aware of each other for a fair amount of time, and I didn't hate him, I didn't dislike him, and and later in conversation with him, he felt the same way about me. He didn't like me, he didn't dislike me, he didn't know me, he didn't feel any way about me. But what he did know about me is that a bunch of dudes, because how we met originally was that we had the same workplace, and all the dudes he worked with would go to him and be like, "Hey man, fuck this motherfucker John." This, he was like, they're like, man, why all these motherfuckers, why they hate this motherfucker? And guess what? Guess what they would do in this workplace? All other people, hell, even these same guys, they would hate on 80. Okay? These people hate on 80. What do me and 80 don't do? Walk around hating on other people. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's even still. And then, so I'm aware of this motherfucker because I always hear everybody talking about him. He and I had a mutual homegirl, which neither of us have been able to, we have lost contact with her long ago, and he knew her even longer than I did, but her name was Jill, and she became one of my homegirls, and and she would always tell me, she's like, hey, you gotta check out this motherfucker 80 Proof. I'd be like, Man, fuck that motherfucker. I was like, man, that's cool. We can rap, but I like shit. Like, he can't fuck with me. Like, yo, this motherfucker can't fuck with me. What do I give a shit? And like, and she keep telling me. And then like, at one time she had one of the CDs, the fucking Odyssey. And she was like, hey, can we listen to this? No, we can't listen. No, I don't want to listen to this. What the fuck? Like, I don't care how good he is. I don't care none of that shit. I was like, what do I want to listen to his music for? I don't give a shit. She leaves the CD in the car. I don't know. I can't remember how much time goes by. I was like, but I love music. One time, like, I don't know, maybe I didn't have a CD. Maybe someone took the CD out of my car. Remember, this wasn't no MP3s, wasn't no Bluetooth connections. This is like motherfuckers. Radio and CD is what you. That's a ride and die. So I have this Odyssey CD sitting in the fucking thing. I was like, all right. God fucking damn. I have never been on my best day. On my best day, I was never as good as 80 Proof was on the worst song on that fucking album. And like, I like sometimes there are moments in life like when you have a big ego, like, you walk, you like, and you don't have moments where you get humbled. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're really good at shit and like you don't get humbled. Like, in the privacy of my own car, listening to this Mob Squad CD, I was humbled. Like, these is motherfuckers. I looked at CD. I worked next to, like, they were as good as anything I'd ever heard in my life.
Mike Danielson said what's good.
Was cracking Payday, and I had never heard anything quite as good as that in my life. And remember, we were young. We were very young men at the time, and like. And as soon as then, and like, I still, look, in my ego, I still couldn't fucking just let him have it. Like, I couldn't just go, like, holler at him. It was just like, it was still the will of a fucking universe. Just like, somehow we, like, I think we ended up having to work together some shit. And I had to fucking, just, we took a cigarette break together. And as cigarette breaks have to do, you start talking. And like, he told me, he's like, man, this nigga ain't nothing like these motherfuckers be talking about. These niggas be hating on him and stuff. I was like, and I thought the same thought. He's nothing like these people, these motherfuckers be saying. I was like, and this motherfucker's cold. Motherfucker's cold at rapping. I was like, son of a bitch. So shit. I mean, like, literally, he invited me to the studio, I think, just off the strength of me telling him I did music, he did music. And then, like, we went, like, the first time I was in the lab with them, and, like, his fucking had a producer named Buckwheat. Buckwheat was a white dude who didn't even like hip-hop. Like, he was like a rock dude, but he like played almost like every fucking goddamn instrument. He would listen to 80 sing a hook or the verse or whatever, and like he'd be like, all right, get the fuck out. And everybody have to get out the studio, and like he would shut the door, and then fucking keyboard, guitar, horns, whatever the fuck he would put on the track, he would mold it around what he just heard 80 rap, and we would come back 30 minutes, an hour later, and this motherfucker would have a song like perfectly customized to fucking like 8 bars of something Eddie told him. And like the shit would be like a fucking puzzle piece. It was like fucking magic. It was amazing. And like I just watching it where I was like it was like what I imagined being in the lab with Pac and Big and shit like that. It's like, cause listening to them make the songs, I was like, man, that's a hit. That's a classic. That don't need to be heard a million times. That's great all on its own. And so, like, just off the strength of that, we just, like, we went full force into, like, a lot of different shit. I can't speak into the the full length of what all business endeavors we launched upon and what paths that may have driven us down. But I met someone 20 plus years ago. I don't remember how many years ago now that, like, was a kindred spirit in this. Like, he wasn't exactly like me and I wasn't exactly like him, but like we had an understanding of life and of people that I think a lot of people don't even have. They can't even find in themselves, much less another person. So like, it kind of sounds like some gay shit, but like that, I have a blood brother and I love him. Like I don't hate him or anything like that, but I was like, I would consider my relationship with Eddie Proof Ryder closer than that relationship than I have with my brother. And that's not anything against my brother. It's just that, you know, you can choose your friends, you can't choose family. And I mean, but like that over this time that me and he and I were friends, like, I mean, I'm well aware the man had faults. Like so many, like through our friendship, people be like, you know, 80 this, 80. Everybody got problems. Everybody got fucking mistakes, man. But like when you really have love for someone, it's actually knowing, you know what I'm saying? Like being aware of their flaws. And if you love someone and you truly are aware of their flaws, like, I mean, you don't have to like them, but you kind of have to fucking put up with them. And that was him. Like there were a lot of things about the man that like are, you know, sorry, I gotta take a sip. My mouth's getting try. I feel like he's about to. He's like, can I talk? Can I talk as a man? I've been letting you talk. I've been letting you talk for 20 minutes.
As a man, can I talk?
So my mouth's drier than it usually is. I don't get to usually talk this long.
So you're talking to
John,
if you would just run it back and watch it, you'd see that John talks
Way more than I do. Yeah. If you base this like he was like, look, oh, what about last episode? No, just look at this episode. How much he talked on this episode. That's how we've been on every episode.
You've been talking versus me, and every time I try to talk, you cut me off. Every time.
He's like, and then you got your little support team over here to like, you know, cheerleaders. He's like, that's why you bring them, cause they're gonna root for Jono. They're gonna root for Jono.
And that's why he liked AD so much, because he had the one person on his side.
But back what I was saying is that, like, I mean, so I hope in this world that like the people you surround yourself with, you have that kind of relationship with, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because I see a lot of people, and I don't mean to, you know, like I ain't gonna call nobody out, but like a lot of people have friends that they talk a lot of shit about behind their back. You know what I mean? It's natural to you know, to want to vent to other people, but you know what I'm saying? The people that you say that you love, man, you kind of got to take that shit in the chin. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's how they are, like then there may be a few collective you can bitch to, but don't bitch to the outer circles about the people in the inner circles. And I see a lot of that going on. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people try to, like, you know, it's easy to crack up relationships and friendships when you allow that petty bullshit to dig in. And I mean, like, and look, me and over 20 plus years, like me and this motherfucker ain't always seen eye to eye. We ain't always agree on shit. I mean, fuck, this show is evidence enough that we didn't always agree on shit. But I was like, but you know what I'm saying? When it counted, like I was gonna disagree with him behind closed doors. Like I was like, whatever he did, wherever he wrote, like that's what we gonna do in the, you know, out in front of everybody else. I was like, I have to disagree with them. You know, like I gotta, you know, talk to him about it behind closed doors. I was like, you know, out in the world, if it really goes down, like shit. I mean, it is what it is. So I was there. You know, if I'm standing next to him when he did it, I can't stand with him when it goes down. So like make sure that's how you keep the people in your life, because when you don't and that's the thing is I have a lot of people in my life since this had like really check on me, and like I definitely appreciate the concern and the love that a lot of people, you know, people maybe that haven't even really been that close with have really been checking on me. So I mean, I appreciate all of it. I was like, but one thing that I definitely can appreciate is that like I did not have anything that between me and him that went unsaid. Like I did not wait till he passed away to give him his flowers. Like this, like everything that I love, like hell, I mean, even the shit I don't like about him, he fucking knew. But everything I loved about him and thought he was great about, I told him on a constant basis. And like, you know what I'm saying? He always knew. Like, I mean, literally, like he wrote a song the day he passed. Like, so I mean, like we worked until the day he passed with nothing unwritten did he have that didn't get recorded. So like there's even more music to come, because I know he'd want me to drop it, but like that's not even that's not even the issue. But like literally I had nothing left, like, you know what I'm saying? Like there were, you know, small things throughout our lifetime. Of course I wish I could have changed, but as it stood, like you know what I'm saying? Like he was my brother. He was like my best friend, and like that, like ain't nothing else he could have done better for me, and ain't nothing else better I could have done for him. You know, up until that moment. So I mean, like, dude, I hope that the people that you have in your life, that, you know, unfortunately, that one guarantee we have in this life is that death awaits us. So I mean, like, and that's not to, you know, that's not a threat. That's not a, you know what I'm saying? It's a fact of life. So make sure that the people that you have in your life, that like you have that kind of, you know, that you keeping it. Huh?
Mom wants to see her room. Wait, are you doing
What
doing the Eddie thing?
Yeah. My son interrupted me. Where was I? Make sure that you're keeping it 100 with them, and like on that same level. That don't wait till someone passes and give them their flowers. Make sure, like, if someone's, you know, thinking about doing something with their life, you know, and they need encouragement, do that. If someone's got a business, support them. Like, don't wait till somebody's gone to like, you know, like say how great they were. I mean, like, you know, like, I mean, that's crazy. I will say one thing that, like, I have to say, because this is On Air Don't Care, and I get to say whatever the fuck I want because it's my platform, and I'm gonna be hella fucking petty right now. Hella fucking petty. Because when my friend passed, I appreciate people showing him love, but there were people that were posting lives and stuff, like, or not lives, sorry, stories with other people's music tagged in an RIP 80 proof post. What the motherfucker? If you don't know how to tag it 80 proof music in an 80 proof post, save the 11 seconds it took out of your life to make that post.
Jenna M. Kennedy said, hey John, and then also sad man, so sorry, and that's right, not if, it's when. Love one another and do good always, so true.
Thank you, Jenna. I agree wholeheartedly. If y'all saw, y'all matter if y'all could heard Pebbles, but she had read Miss Jenna Kennedy's comment. But yeah, like, goddamn, like that. Like ultimately, like I of course I know it's the gesture that they're RP at 8, but like, my God, like if you would take the time to make a post about the man, like surely you know he does. I mean, who doesn't know Eddie Proof raps and does music? Who doesn't know that? So like, and then not to like, you know, fuck. The man's dead. Ain't that when you're supposed to blow the motherfucker's music up? Was when he passes away? Shit, go buy the CD. Like, fuck, that's what I thought happened. I mean, shit. I mean, not to be, but anyway, fuck, that, you know, lollipops and motherfucking unicorns. You know what I'm saying? Like, I digress. I mean, like, god damn that motherfucker. I have, like, here's the thing. And like, and I say, like, there's a reason that I'm saying this stuff to you, because like, I understand. I'm an atheist. I don't think anyone who's watched the show is avert of that fact. So like, I'm aware of the life cycle of life, or the cycles of life and death, and how they progress, and like, and so I don't have a deeper meaning for stuff. Now maybe I don't know that to be truth, so I'm not trying to tell you are, but that's my understanding. So like, I have this understanding of death, but that does not encompass the loss of an individual. Like, while I'm not like, why is he gone? I'm mad at somebody or like that. I do not have my friend. And like, that is a loss that I cannot, you know what I'm saying? That cannot be easily overcome. But like, in the wake of missing him, I have watched a lot of On Air Don't Care episodes. And like, I don't know that a lot of people, like, how many other people in your life do you have like video record conversations for? I mean, like, we have hundreds of episodes. Like, I have that with this man that I can fucking do that. How many of you do? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Michael Corleone said love y'all.
oh, I love you, baby. That's my son, Michael Corleone, Mob Squad. I told him Mob Squad origin story, or not origin, segue story. But so I mean, like. So On Air Don't Cares now, you know, until I get a co-host, it's going to be my rant corner. So, Eddie Proof, You don't get to talk no more. So you want to die on me? That's the break. So guess what? I talk forever, or until someone wants to come and occupy. Who thinks they got the balls to come occupy your spot? Like you don't have to be like anti-alphabet mafia. Okay, I'm like I don't need anybody to come be 80 proof. I was like, I just need you to be like you just gotta have you gotta have a personality, a voice, some oomph. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta have some moxie, you know what I'm saying? Some gumption. The new word. That's like a new word, right? That's what kids be saying, gumption. You know what y'all? No? Oh, wrong 20s. My bad. I'm thinking about the wrong 20s. That was the 1920s. I looked up 20 slang before I started my.
Colioni said your co-host right here.
Hey,
Oh, there you are.
hey, cuzzo. Hey, I could look. One thing I know for sure is that your Uncle 80 would approve of that. Because I think he liked you more than he liked me. he like while he and I are as brothers, he liked to think of Micah as his blood because of everything he liked about Micah. He like was him. No, like him. He me. No, everything he liked about Michael Corleone, he claims is his. He's like, that's my nephew. He's like, that's why. I was like, that's why he raps like that. That's why he's good with the ladies. I was like, that's why he's good looking. So because he's my nephew. Ain't got nothing to do with you. He's like, ain't got nothing to do with you. It's like, stop it.
Tuck said miss him, bro.
Oh fuck, man. Yeah, I can't. If y'all miss him, I can't imagine like how his kids feel. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like, whoo, shit. Like the man leaves a big shadow. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot to that. Like, and to be on some real shit. Like, I mean, like I've been. Of course, like there are many times I'm like, dude, I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it this week. I'm gonna do it this week. I'm gonna do it on air. Don't care this week. I'm gonna do, and then like, I just can't. Like, a lot of things. Like, I mean, there's like it factors in my mind that like, am I as good without this motherfucker as or I'm sorry, he was over here. This motherfucker by myself of course, like he's great, and we're great together, but like, can I be great without him? Like, I mean, like maybe I can't. I mean, but like the only way I can find that out is by doing it. Like if I don't do it, then I damn sure can't. But like, I mean, shit, that fucking like that's the doubt that plagues me. You know what I'm saying? Like I've thought like for a long time. Like I have a huge ego. There's no fucking ain't no debate. Like I ain't no like you're not gonna be so like I surprised me. Oh, John got a big ego. No, I know I got a big ego. But like I also know my faults. But I'm also the one who becomes self-aware of them. And then in the wake of losing like a fucking 80 proof rider, like that's a devastating loss. Not just as a friendship, but like as a business partner and shit. Like and as a person did like I mean fuck like I can't imagine like if you had lost if you're the friend or business partner of a Tupac or a big like I mean like to me that's how I feel like oh now I'm supposed to like now luckily I have like my son and his friends brothers are as fucking good as anyone I can ever hope to find. Like that's luck. I mean, but like to continue and carry on in the loss of someone that monumental, like dude, I doubt the fuck out of myself if I'm as good without him. And I mean, like and shit, I'm sure there are people who used to watch this who will not watch us anymore because Eddie ain't here. And like, fuck, I don't blame you. I mean, he was the best part of this shit. Like, I mean, that's my opinion. So I mean, like, I can only hope going forward that like the people that that watched it for him, that either knew him or loved him, will watch. And if you don't, hey, I understand. Like, I mean, like, I'm at a point in my life that like, if I had to lose him, I'm glad it had to happen now because I have the understanding about life that I do. And that like if in my past I would probably take it personally if you didn't watch anymore because Eddie's gone or be mad or not understand even his loss. I wouldn't be able to like understand it. But like if you going forward you don't want to watch this, hey, I understand. It may not be for you because it can't be. It won't never be what it used to be. Like I'm one half of it, and like I'm one half of a lot of stuff that we had going on. His music, this, you know what I'm saying. He had some other things that we were going to get done, but I'm going to morph into. Like I'm going to keep a lid on that because it's going to take a little bit more work. But so like there are things that he had that I'm going to put out as in addition to my son and his music. That's like that was Mob Squad was, I don't know if anybody knows, but my son and his group, that's a major priority for 80. So like I mean like that's not stopping. They're been in the lab already. That's coming. And like I have some other stuff with my youngest son that's coming. That's going to be fantastic too. So anyway, damn, I've been talking.
Tandy Faulkner said unicorns and motherfucking lollipops.
Facts.
And then also Coleone said, but it wouldn't be there without your half. With blue heart emoji, so.
But all we can do is carry on, and that's what we're gonna do. I meant to have this up, so you're gonna have to bear with me a second. I have a segue that I'm going to add in here for us to leave out with. So he only one person can really take us out the way we need to go out. So you're gonna have to bear with me because I didn't have this. I'm kind of rusty at this, so you're gonna have to bear with me. And not to mention, like it's been a while since we can like we're back streaming to multiple platforms, not just on Facebook Live. So this has been a while. There we go. I had forgotten how to do this. Only one person can really take us out, right? But it will take me a minute. Oh, and I lost my spot. Of course I did. Professional guys. Thanks a lot, team. Mm-hmm. I'm blaming this on my team. They didn't do a proper job, so that's good to have a team.
You want to make it seamless?
Huh?
You want to be able to make it seamless?
Make what seamless?
You press a button and it does it for you.
Well, that's why I was supposed to have it up, and I didn't. Well, my team did not have that. Did not have that up, so like it will not be like it won't happen seamless like it was supposed to happen. It's good to have like a team that I can maybe some people don't have a team they can't really blame it on. I feel sorry for you if that's the case. I apologize, I guess. I mean maybe someday it doesn't have to be like that. Yeah, it's good. Maybe it's good to have somebody can fire. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a good position to be in. Maybe I might not be able to do it because I don't think I'm going to be able to find the episode I had lined up. It was perfect. At least some people saw it. Oh, wait, I think I have it. It's going to take a second, but I did. I think I found it. I hope it may not be loud enough. We shall see. This is great television. I know. I understand. I know what y'all think.
Great entertainment.
This is going to be great on the playback.
Well, while you're trying to fix it, you could be telling stories about just what.
Yeah, that'd be nice if I was if I could walk and talk, chew gum, and not bump into walls. That'd be fantastic.
Out here bumping into walls.
Yeah, out here bumping into walls. That'd be great.
Pebbles, take it away with some stories.
But here we go. I think I'm ready. So hold on. Transition. There we go. Okay.